To me, wrestling has always been about bringing out people's emotions. And even though we all know it's fake,
it's still real to me, damn it!
We have all had those moments where we are in true disbelief and shock. And that's what I believe truly makes wrestling special. At the Elimination Chamber 2025, the most shocking thing happened, as well as a lot of other things I never expected, like how much the Canadian crowd booed the American national anthem. Cody Rhodes just straight up dropping F-bombs now.
Hey, Rock! Go yourself!
And of course, we finally saw everyone's childhood hero go Hollywood and turn heel. Man, they really said them kids. Oh yeah, Fortnite OG was also the sponsor for this show. Oh my god, you know we're gonna see a segment with Dom asking Liv to get him the battle pass or some shit. But anyways, the first match we had was the Women's Elimination Chamber match, which started off hot with the surprise return of Jade Cargill, who shockingly went after her partner, Naomi. And hey, I was always a fan of this, as ever since Jade Cargill showed up in WWE, I wanted to see her be a heel. And you know what guys, I know I just said that she's a heel, but honestly, we gotta see how this storyline plays out. We gotta see if it was Naomi that actually attacked Jade. We gotta see if it was Bianca and this is the way of Jade getting her revenge. I don't know. We gotta see. And Alexa Bliss's inclusion in this match was a very vocal point, as the foundation for a feud with Alexa and Liv was cemented in this match. Damn, looks like everybody got beef with Liv right now. But yeah, Liv actually got pretty banged up in this match, as we can see from these photos. But yeah, I don't know if all these marks Liv had was from Bianca whipping her with her hair, or if it was just from all the crazy bumps that Liv was taking in this match. But yeah, Alexa Bliss was kind of like the ultimate warrior in this match, just hitting everybody with the Sister Abigail, Twisted Bliss. But yeah, I cannot get over Liv Morgan channeling the spirit of Eddie Guerrero, doing the Three Amigos and then doing the 619. That's just funny. But yeah, they were cooking in this match. These wrestlers were in their bag. You can see Liv Morgan held on to Bianca's extensions for extra leverage on the pin, then using the extensions as some sort of a slingshot back and forth to the ropes in the cage. That shit was straight out of Looney Tunes, I'm telling you. But that's the good shit. That's the shit you show your buddies when you're trying to get them into wrestling. You show them it and you go like, look, it's not all that serious, man. It's a joke. Look at this. And this final two with Bianca and Liv had me on the edge of my seat. Just great wrestling here. And then Bianca getting the win felt like it added more to the start of the match with Jade Cargill, resulting in a match that felt really well planned out. And honestly, I am going to give this match 5 out of 5 stars, as I am not the most harsh critic and this match just delivered for me, to be honest. And next we had Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus versus Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. Now I did actually enjoy this match, but maybe not for the reason you think. It was great to see Trish Stratus, being Canadian myself, but even though I was a fan of hers growing up, I wanted to see my girl Candice LeRae in the spotlight. All that crazy shit she did in the indies back in the day, getting super kicked with thumbtack, and she actually did do a baseball slide in this match, which is very well known of being the greatest wrestling move of all time. Then Stratton landed the moonsault on Nia Jax for the win. Now I am actually going to give this match 3.5 star rating, as I believe these women put on a very good performance, but I think we could have maybe seen a Chelsea Green US title defense in this spot to still have that hometown presence. And next up, we got to see the unsanctioned match. And you know it's an unsanctioned match because referee Rod Zapata had to put on a black shirt. He's like, what, I'm on break right now, what do you guys want from me? But honestly, going into Elimination Chamber, I thought this match was going to be on last. That's how much I was hyped for this shit. And while I did expect this match to be Ladder War 3, these two actually put on the very first table war between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Because these two put each other through more tables than when you're at Thanksgiving dinner and your conservative cousin starts fighting with the progressive cousin. You know what I'm saying. And man, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn beat up this one chair so much, it's like that chair owed him money, I swear. Then we saw the ref get taken out as KO lands the stunner. Then KO just straight up clotheslines the new ref Charles Robertson for being too late. Then we saw a classic reversal fisherman buster from KO through a table. This has got to be one of my favorite moves in Kevin Owens' arsenal. Then, after that, we saw Sami Zayn pull out this ECW Mick Foley style steel chair. You know, maybe instead of Barbie, you can call it Steely, like Steely Dan. And then we saw Kevin Owens throw Sami Zayn into the post with the chair around Sami's head. And then that set up the end where KO powerbombed Sami onto the apron, just like Kevin Owens' debut night in NXT when he turned on Sami after Sami had just won the NXT title. This would end up getting Kevin Owens the victory, and just as Kevin Owens was going to finish off Sami Zayn for good, we see Randy Orton return and come for revenge after KO hit Randy Orton with the package piledriver. And then we see Randy beat down KO and give him a nasty RKO. And if there's one thing that everyone knows about Randy, is you don't fuck with him like KO did and get away with it. So then we see Randy have that look in his eyes, like he's about to enact his revenge. But when Randy reels back ready to punk KO, of course we see the officials jump in and save KO from being hit. But I think this will set up for an amazing WrestleMania match that will have everybody's emotions involved, because we all want to see Randy Orton hit that punk kick on Kevin Owens. And honestly, I will give this match 5 out of 5 stars, as everybody knows this was a pretty flawless pay-per-view and this match delivered on everything, giving us another major war with KO and Sami and setting up for what will be an amazing match at WrestleMania 41. And for our main event, in the highly anticipated 2025 Elimination Chamber match, we would get exactly what WWE said we would, when some of the most industry-changing events all went down. And first of all, before we get into what transpired after the match, we saw these guys killing each other. They were throwing each other through pods, CM Punk's light kept falling down, so much shit going on. And I think having Seth and Drew start off this match was a good choice, as it allowed them to do some in-ring storytelling with Rollins and Drew interacting with CM Punk while he was still in his pod. And then we see John Cena enter the match and do his classic shoulder tackle combo and then give the 5-knuckle shuffle to Logan Paul, which was honestly a big moment for me, as it was the first time I've seen John Cena wrestling in person since I was like 12 years old. But then we would see Cena's momentum get halted by a Claymore from Drew, just for Drew to be rolled up into a pin by Damian Priest, eliminating Drew. And we see the frustration in Drew's eyes after he was just cut short from the Elimination Chamber after the exact same thing happened to him in the Royal Rumble. We then would see Drew attack Priest. I'm sure this will lead up to a match with Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest at WrestleMania, which promises to be a very physical match. Then it was just easy for Logan Paul to climb up to the pod and deliver a huge frog splash to Priest, eliminating him. Then we would see CM Punk give Logan Paul his receipt for that slap on SmackDown by eliminating Paul with the GTS. Then we were down to 3, Punk, Rollins, and Cena. And we got to see Cena and Punk team up using the Heart Attack, paying homage to the Heart Foundation in Toronto. With Rollins down, we saw a moment with Cena and Punk embracing each other before they would fight for the right to main event WrestleMania. Then we would see Cena and Punk go move for move and reversal for reversal, until we saw Rollins give Cena a buckle bomb into the chamber and then throw him into the pod as he wants to eliminate Punk himself. It would then take both CM Punk and Cena hitting their finishers to eliminate Rollins. We shockingly saw Rollins hit Punk with the curb stomp, and then Cena pulled Punk into the ring into the STF. And honestly, at this moment, I did notice that it was suspicious to see Cena just lock in the STF on Punk like that after seeing that Rollins interfered. Like, normally Super Cena would let his opponent rise to his feet until he's ready to fight, right? But honestly, in this moment, I was too distracted by the thoughts that 1, Seth Rollins was still in the chamber, and 2, is John Cena actually going to win this? But I believe this was actually done on purpose. Having all these shocking things happen would distract you from the subtle hint that we were about to see John Cena turn heel. And that's exactly what we saw, in a moment that I can only compare to when Hulk Hogan was the third man and joined the NWO. We finally, after 20 years, saw John Cena turn heel alongside The Rock and Travis Scott. But anyways, guys, I honestly have to give Elimination Chamber as a whole a 5-star rating, as it was by far the most meaningful WWE event to me as a fan personally. This is something that I've always wanted, but just one day after the Elimination Chamber, I felt 20 years of C Nation gone in an instant.